Welcome, Christian Warriors. My name is Keith. I'm here at Turning Point USA, where there's a pretty big memorial going on for Charlie Kirk. Tomorrow is his memorial. You can see everybody behind me, but if we come around here, we can see a pretty decent law enforcement focus. You can see we've got Phoenix PD here. They're on both sides of the street. I wanted to give you a chance to get an update like I just did on security threats that could be expected at Charlie Kirk's memorial tomorrow. I have told you that there are no known threats. Last night, I was given a law enforcement bulletin, one they hand out to all cops, all for official use only. Think like secret, top secret, but like way below that. So basically, everybody but you has it. Police officer was nice enough to get it to me so I can talk to all of you and tell you what is involved in that. So I was able to pick up a press pass, so I will report from inside tomorrow. You can catch me on Survival Dispatch News. I'm trying to simulcast Charlie Kirk's ceremony on my YouTube channel. It sounds like they're going to be able to facilitate that. And then, of course, I'll do reporting from there tomorrow. As far as threats, I wrote down, sorry, man, I am sweating so much. Phoenix is hot. I'm not used, this Idaho guy is not used to it. All right, so some key points about security. This is a SERE Level 1 event. So what's a SERE Level 1 event? Think Super Bowl, all right? So because the president, vice president, Tulsi Gabbard, Secretary of State, and others are showing up. So they're treating this like it was the Super Bowl, and you're seeing a very heavy presence. I saw lots of feds and other police officers coming off the airplane at Sky Harbor Airport when I arrived this morning. Now look, here's the key points about security. There are no known threats. Shocker. We know that, but they did emphasize about the chances of a lone actor coming out and doing something silly, which is something that I've talked to you about repeatedly over and over again, about the threat of lone actors and how we have to worry about that continuously. The threat of lone actors is pretty significant for us at this event. It's something you can't really plan for. They're also worried about drone events. We've seen a lot of the drone swarms that happen on the East Coast, and with a lot of our political power all arriving tomorrow and being in one building, it is something they're definitely worried about, and they should be worried about. I already told you yesterday in my member-only broadcast where I talked about what I'm doing to prepare for tomorrow and some of the protective measures that I'm taking as I go through security tomorrow. We are worried about vehicle ramming incidents, which I've been warning you guys about repeatedly. They have done a pretty good job for the most part here with worried about vehicle mitigation. To be honest, I can still get a vehicle through here. You would think after Charlie Kirk being assassinated that you would really be worried about security. There are a number of Christian Warrior training fans that are here right now. Some of them are working security and have flagged me down. I thank you guys so much for spotting me out. I appreciate it. It was wonderful talking to you guys. But I just want to show you some of the things that we're going to talk about here. If we go back and if we look at some of the, like where the police vehicle is, it's wonderful, but there's a gap right there. That gap is enough for a car to come through, ram through, and hit these people. And I'm not gonna lie, we have to do a better job. We're not doing a good job of protecting our people. This is a significant event. I do want to take a side note for a minute too. This is the most important part of this event though. There are so many people turning to Christ at this event. I just watched a very young lady give herself to Christ. It was just a wonderful sight to see. And Billy Graham Ministries has, in fact, Billy Graham Ministries is behind me over here. They have told me that that's been a pretty regular thing while this is going on. So some of the security takeaways that you can take from this for you is you can take away that we need to do better at protecting our pastors, right? We talked about that with the unfortunate event with our friend Charlie Kirk. I also want to talk about vehicle ramming mitigations, drone threats. These are all things that I've talked to you about in the past, and people understand it and they acknowledge it, but we're not doing anything to stop it. And until we actually come out and stop it, and do a little bit better and avoid, again, I'm just going to keep pointing it out because I think it's worth noting. Until we get rid of gaps in security like this, we're going to continue to have problems. And I'll keep saying it. I just need you guys to listen the best that you can possible. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I've got a couple of engagements to make it to, but I wanted to upload this to you guys so you get a feel for what's going on. I got some wonderful B-roll of all these people coming over. Bible verses written on the sidewalk, Bible verses written in the on the pavement. You've got all sorts of people bringing their kids here. It's just a good family event. A lot of people just celebrating Charlie Kirk. And a lot of you, I get comments sometimes, why was Charlie Kirk allowed to die at a young age? And I got to tell you, my church had probably 300 new people show up. They heard Erica Kirk tell people to come to church, and people listened. I think that was phenomenal. Pastors, you got your work cut out for you. You're going to have to convince those people to stay. She brought them there, but it's up to you to try and keep them there. It's an important job. All right, I'm going to leave here. I'm going to Charlie Kirk's building. I don't know if I can actually do a story from there. I want to be respectful, but I got a friend that lives above Charlie Kirk in his building, and we're going to go talk a little bit and go chat. And I got to get out of this heat. Phoenix is hot. I want to go back to Idaho. I'm not going to lie. Looking forward to winter. Give me some snow. All right. I want you to pray for all the people that are out here. I want you to pray for their safety. I want you to pray for all the people that are volunteering their time and working here. They are doing a phenomenal job supporting everything that's occurring here. Lastly, I want you to remember your ABCs. Always be caring. In fact, mine is right there. I can't keep it on body though because security is still kind of tight. All right, guys, take care.